Welcome back to the channel, guys. And you know, one thing I love to do is check out and support local New Jersey breweries. And last night, I got to go try a new one that I had never heard of before in Jersey Cyclone Brewing Company. Now, they're based out of Somerset, New Jersey, and they're not necessarily a new brewery. I believe they've been around since 2019, but I was only recently introduced to them because I actually have a friend that works there who posted one of their pictures. And then, I got to talking, saying, hey, if you're ever in that area, pick me up one. And they were like, hey, I work there. So I felt like last night was a good chance to go check out this brewery, go say hello to an old friend, and check out some good beer. Now, today, we're going to be looking at Eye of the Storm Citra. This is an IPA. I love IPAs because I love hoppiness. And I felt like, for the benefit of this review, I would put on the shirt I bought last night for them as well. Again, support local business, big thing with me. But let's talk about Eye of the Storm Citra. It says, when you enter the eye of the storm, you enter a calm and balanced place amidst the circle of darkness and destruction, brewed to contain just enough malt to round out the bitterness while enjoying the citrus aroma and taste from the beloved Citra hop. Now, I tend to always look for things with Citra hops just because I like tropical flavored things, and Citra is great for that. When we look, it has Citra, 2-row caramel oats, house ale yeast. It is a 6.5 ABV per container. And let's get into this because they have a bunch of good beers, right? I'll be honest. I had a few last night while I was there, and they had this Belgian double ale that I had, and it was just fantastic. They also had this tropical, pineapple sour. Both of the names are, a miss to me right now. But I'm not someone usually who would like sours. I think they're too bitter, but theirs actually, you didn't really taste the sourness, and maybe that's not good to some people, but to me, perfect. I wanted more of that. It was so refreshing, especially because yesterday was relatively hot. So I'm hoping, looking at Eye of the Storm Citra today, it is going to be that same sense of satisfaction, I guess you could say, that I had last night. And hopefully, by the end of this review, if you're ever in New Jersey, I could recommend you to go check out this brewery. So, I'm going to pour it into my nice Batman mug because, well, why not? It's Batman, no qualms here. Let's open it up. Scent-wise, I'll tell you before I pour it out, you get a nice citrusy scent to it, but overtones of that hoppiness, which, perfect, right? This tastes, or it smells, like it's going to be super refreshing, and that I'm going to really enjoy it. I keep getting thrown off with what I'm going to say, because I'm currently trying to make some fresh bread, so in the background you might hear the bread machine going. So please excuse that if you do. And I'm going to pour out as much as I can. I like how this is pouring. So, color-wise, if you guys can see, this has a nice look to it, if that makes sense. It has a citrusy look to it. And I know a lot of beer has that yellowish to it, but something about a good IPA, to me, always makes the beer look a little bit more colorful, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm wrong. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, but let's check out Eye of the Storm. That is fantastic. So, what you get with Eye of the Storm is very good overtones of citrus, maybe like an orange, or a little bit of I will say a lemon zest on the initial drink, right? But then that hoppiness starts to kind of creep up on you a little bit. And I'm all for that because it's not overly hoppy. Sometimes with an IPA, depending on the type of hops they use, it becomes too bitter, it becomes too piney in a weird way. But with Citra hops, a lot of the times you get just a very balanced hop where the flavor isn't super overwhelming. And I prefer one of those more mild hops. I'm going to pour out the rest of this. For the sure benefit that you look at some hops like Simcoe's or Mosaic, they are a little bit more piney. For me, when I've had them in double dry hopped IPAs, it's hit or miss. Sometimes, depending how the brewery brews that beer, it can be really good. Other times, it's just way too bitter and tastes like you're eating a tree. But with Eye of the Storm Citra, this comes together very well managed, I guess, if you want to say. It is balanced in a way where it is very refreshing. I could sit outside on a hot summer day, and this could be my beer of choice, and I would have no qualms with it. Qualms? Did I say that right? Whatever. I would have no qualms with it just for the sheer fact that it is refreshing. It's not overly powerful in the bitterness. It isn't overly like malted or anything like that. It tastes like how an IPA that I would like would taste. Now, it kind of tastes similar to like a New England style IPA, if we're going to be honest. It doesn't really say the kind of style on it, but it does say a delicious storm is brewing, and I will 100% agree with that. I do like the artwork that they've done. I did pick up a limited edition beer from them also, but it's like 12.1 or 12.9%. It comes in one of those like champagne looking bottles. I didn't want to review that just yet, maybe because it felt a little too strong for what I was trying to do. But it's like a caramel swizzled or swivel, whatever it's called. It probably is going to be fantastic. Now, for a brewery that's been around for 6 years, they're definitely doing something right. I liked the vibe of the actual brewery because it was kind of just like a sit-down bar. It is bring your own food and no kitchen because it's not a brew pub, as New Jersey would classify the differences. But they had live music, they had like a little arcade machine, a bar, but then tables and booths and stuff like that. It's super cool, super chill vibe. And in the location it's in, me and my buddy were driving in, and you almost wouldn't have noticed that a brewery was there because it's almost kind of like in an industrial complex to an extent. But when you walk in, the vibes were great. Again, if you're in the New Jersey area, I would recommend checking them out. Especially if you like IPAs, but again, that Belgian double that I had yesterday too hit the spot. The sour that I had hit the spot. Everything I was taste testing yesterday, I couldn't complain about. It was very good, very delicious, and there's a style of beer there for everyone. Their menu is kind of diverse, but limited at the same time. They have maybe 14, I want to think, different kinds of beers, and then they do seasonal ones. And from what I was told, they're always trying to do something different, something new. So you never know what's going to come out. Again, Jersey Cyclone Brewing Company, I'm definitely probably going back at some point. They have great beer, great vibes, and if you're ever in town, check them out. Now, if you've had them before, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what you think of them. If you haven't, well, why not? Have you never been to New Jersey? Or is there a different brewery that you prefer? Leave that down in the comment section below as well. Until next time, guys, enjoy yourself. As always, drink responsibly. And I will catch you later. See ya. Bye.